their sons and sons' are coming through now.
That's right. Yeah, well, there's 3 Owen buggies racing here. We've got Reg Owen in the four-wheel drive. We've got Glenn in this, and we've got young Matt Owen driving a Class 2 car.
And I should say daughters as well too.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
be
right.
honest. Well, Gardner having a big moment there. The rear wheel coming off as he fights to put the power down.
Plenty of power to put down in this vehicle.
There certainly is. Look at the opposite lock. It's almost like ripping the fridge out from behind the cupboard door, isn't it?
Yeah, this is right.
Very dusty. We go on board with him now. This is what it looks like. What sort of speeds are we up to here?
Well, look at the fence post going past. You know, you've got to be doing well in excess of 200 kilometres an hour here.
Go this way, please.
Yeah.
Well, down. Oh, look at this.
Oops,
He's missed it too.
Missed an arrow there.
Well, do you get penalised for something like that?
Not if nobody sees you.
Very difficult to see too, because we're doing 172 kilometre stage here this morning. A long twisty section of track, and as the crow flies, I suppose it's probably only about 30 or 40 kilometres.
Yeah, probably 45 kilometres from one end to the other, but you're sort of in and out and around about a lot, yes.
Almost up the side of a mountain too, as they head out to the far reaches of this 172 kilometre. And once they do, the machines, they're allowed to be worked on, then they go into parc ferme, and they've got to do it all again in reverse.
Yeah, once they get to the other end, which is 172 kilometres, they'll get 1 hour to work on their cars and service them and fuel them. And then when all the cars arrive out there, they will turn around and come back again.
Gee, just watching Gardner behind the wheel of this machine, there's actually quite a lot to hit in this sort of an off-road adventure, isn't there?
Especially when you get out to the back end of the track where there's creeks and washouts and trees, and this end of the track is fairly fast. Here's young Shannon Reg. Shannon does a great job of coming through the field. He's going really well.
You'd have to sympathise with these machines that don't have windscreens. If they came up behind a slower competitor who didn't let them pass, could leave a bad taste in your mouth as we go on board with Glenn Owen.
We're on board with Glenn now, charging into the straight. Glenn's the first car on the track, so there could be kangaroos. You never know what he might run into through those trees here.
Look at the speed he's got about it too. Down through a tight, twisty section of the circuit, but still a high-speed pass. I tell you what, it's no place for the faint-hearted. How brave do you have to be, Les? Really, how much is skill and how much is bravery? Oh,
there's a lot of skill. If you haven't got a lot of skill, you don't go far. But yeah, your heart's in your mouth a lot of the time, especially the speed these guys are doing now. They've got to be doing close to 200 k's an hour, I think.
Well, he's doing a great job at the moment out in front, and look at this, power down, sliding through the turn. Well, the Gardner machine, that's on tune this weekend. Let's have a listen. There's a lot to like about it, Les.
Yeah, that's a real car.
A great sounding car that's really working well this weekend. Look at the spectators camped there ready to watch these machines come flying past.
This is Kell Williams' place we're going through now. That's the home of the Val.
Well, Kell Williams racing in the Valiant this weekend, and you can see, in actual fact, was sitting by the side of the track watching this in years gone by and decided, I want to go and do this and have a bit of fun. Look at this, the Porsche with a Chevy motor. Sacrilegious.
This Porsche's been around for a long time in off-road racing.
And it goes well. The Porsche mark is always an extremely reliably built machine, so they do very well. Struggling is the single-seater at the moment, the 913 machine, trying to find a way past the Porsche, but where can the Porsche go there? It's a very thin part of the circuit.
We're riding with Colin Hunter now, who's also having trouble with trying to pass a vehicle in front of him in the dust. The Spizzo car is holding Colin Hunter up, but I guess as soon as he gets a place to move over, he'll let him pass. Yeah, well,
there's not much Spizzo can do, really, is there? I mean, it's another tight, twisty section of the circuit. You can't get offline because there's trees everywhere to stop you. So, well, Hunter's decided to back out of it. There's Kell Williams, the man we were just talking about. He gives us the thumbs up. He's a great competitor. In fact, let's go down and find out a little bit more about the man behind the wheel of the Valiant. Well, as you can see, there are some unique machines here this weekend. A lot of time and a lot of effort have gone into some of these cars. G'day, Kell.
How you going?
How are you?
Oh, I'm not too bad.
You've got a very unique story how you got involved in this game. Tell us how it all came about.
Well, for years, the race used to go through my property, and I thought after a while, I've got to have a bash at this. And I thought to myself, if I can get a car, be able to do one lap, I'd be happy. So I bought myself this old car here. It cost me $10. It was an abandoned vehicle, and didn't have any rust, so I thought, well, this will do me. The modifications are very few. And I'll show you what I've done to the motor and in the thing here is absolutely nothing. Oh. That is, as you would have a registered car on the road, everything's as I bought it.
Have you washed it?
Twice. If you come around here, you will find that still up the same seats, same steering wheel, 3 on the tree, as they say. It's just a 3-speed gearbox. As I said before, the car cost me $10, but when we pulled out all the carpet and the seats to put the roll cage in and what have you, we got $6.40 in small change.
Not a bad investment.
Yeah, well, it was a bonus, I thought. And as you can see here, this is the boot, but because we didn't want anyone to steal our spare tyres and jacks and what have you, we installed this special, very valuable equipment.
Yeah, it's a new security system.
Yeah, it just works like that by putting that in and turning it round, and nobody can get into it. Only me with my screwdriver.
But the thing is, Kell, they tell me that over the years you've actually had a very good finishing record here.
I've finished every time, and every year I've had a place because the rest of them broke down and what have you, and I'm always last in the race, but because I'm still going, I've ended up with a place in Class 5. Well, they tell me I was the youngest rookie they ever had. My first race I was 59.
59 years of age?
59 years of age.
Am I allowed to ask how old you are now?
65. And I tell you what, it was rather embarrassing because on your first race you've got to have your L plates, your P plates on, and it was rather embarrassing, but anyhow, I got through it for the first year.
At the end of the day, are you having fun out there?
That's all I'm in it for.
Let's take a look at the rest of the field doing what they do best. Well, Towers a few moments ago, we believe, had a flat tyre. Now they're coming down into the pit stop area. This is the only pit stop area in the 172 kilometres, Les.
Yeah, this pit stop's about halfway on the 172 Ks, and your crew can actually beat you from the start to here. And this is the only place on the track that the crew are allowed to help you.
The Collins machine having a big moment down there, almost running off the end of the circuit. And look at them all, absolutely nose to tail, and one of them around in the dust at a very precarious part of the circuit.
That's Ian Snow, one of our local competitors there, showing off.
Well, he was lucky to stay out of harm's way. Look at the speed of Owen across this section of the circuit. Absolutely nailing it. What speed would he be doing here?
On a straight like that, he'd be doing over 200 kilometres an hour.
Look at
That
this.
seems to be the top speed of these buggies.
Well, this is what it's like on board the Owen machine, and he's got a problem.
No, he's missed a turn there. He's overshot the corner, and he's got to get back on the track now.
Well, he was lucky not to pick up a tree, but this is our race leader trying to find the circuit again. Now
There
they
he
do
is.
so.
Yeah, we're back on the track.
Well, they were telling me over the weekend, the thing about the trees is you don't worry about hitting the first one. It's the second, the third and the fourth that really hurt.
I guess they slow you down as you go.
Well, nonetheless, Owen comes down across the line, 172 kilometres, takes the checkered flag. Now, the crews will have 1 hour of which they can work on the cars before they must go into Parc Fermé. You'd have to assume that Owen is the leader on corrected time. That gives us the opportunity to catch up with some of the crews.
Which part do you want to talk about? It was all pretty good. We've been over that section a couple of times now, but after the pit stop from yesterday, we had some very fast open stretches along through the top there, and then we came into some tight, rocky, sort of pretty gnarly, bony sort of stuff, and we ended up with a puncture there through there. But after that, it opened up again, and we came through here to lunch. It was a very nice day.
Yeah, look, we were going very well. We were second on track, and all of a sudden, bang, and one of our tyres let go, and we had to stop and change it, and I'd imagine we would have lost about 10 minutes, so it's put us back fairly well.
I kept up with Owens for a while, and then just got a blowout. Time we buggered around putting that on, and we got back to the halfway point. We lost a fair bit of time, obviously.
Well, now it's the charge to the checkered flag, and Les, they're all in running order.
Yeah, the field's been regrouped, and everybody's starting now as they're running on the road.
Plenty of dust flying, and it's a long trip back. We're on board with Andy Ryan at the moment, working his way, and look how hard the suspension's working.
Andy Ryan actually owns half the paddocks that the track's on. There's about 80 or 90 kilometres off the track on Andy Ryan's property.
Does that give him an advantage?
Oh, I guess it does a bit, yeah.
Oh, look at the back stepping out as he maintains full throttle almost through this section of the circuit. Oh, very close to the fence, though.
Andy Ryan's brother Matt is also racing. He's navigating for Matt Owen in one of the Class 2 cars.
Sun is shining, and I tell you what, this team, very, very professional. Pickering and Watson, one of the top outfits here.
Yeah, this is Mitsubishi Pajero backed by Rally Art and driven by Jeff Pickering, and Jeff's always been a good competitor in off-road racing.
We go back on board with Hunter, sitting at about second in class at the moment, Les.
Yeah, Colin always does a good job. He keeps the car going. He's a very good competitor, Colin.
Here's the Owen machine. Down through the tight, twisty section of the circuit.
That's Matt Owen and Matt Ryan in that one. That's the third of the Owen cars.
Climbing the hill, doing it tough, as quite a few of them are this weekend. It's a very demanding circuit.
It's a long way, 172 kilometres in one direction. Most tracks aren't that long.
Back on board with Andy Ryan. This is a fast, sweeping left-hander. Section of the circuit you know reasonably well too, Les.
Oh, yes. Know the whole track fairly well.
Watch the suspension working as he navigates his way around. And, oh, plenty of air too that time round, particularly off the left-hand side of the machine. Now how much of that can actually damage your car?
Well, a car in a buggy, they're built for that sort of thing. Like if you did that in a two-wheel drive or a four-wheel drive, in a sedan, it'd probably break in half. But these buggies are actually made for that.
Here's the Teagle outfit.
With the dog on the back.
Yeah, apparently they lost that dog 1 year, Les.
Yeah, in one race they lost the dog out in the track somewhere, and at the end of the race somebody brought him in and put him back in the back of the ute where he belongs.
The Gartner machine charging on. Look at that. Bouncing, rear wheels bouncing as they try and keep the accelerator down. He goes hard, this guy.
He only knows one speed.
Flat out.
He's flat out chasing Brett Milton at the moment.
The 402 machine of Brett Milton trying to pick up some ground. Now, here's the Kellys.
Yeah, this is Desley Kelly driving this vehicle. She's a lady driver. And now Doug Coleman coming in his V8 Patrol.
They're doing a good job so far this weekend.
Doug's the father of young Matt Coleman, who races the buggy. This is the Simpson boys. They're having a real good day, these guys. They're going through the field well.
Yeah, they've been consistent right throughout the weekend, up in the top 5 for most of it, and challenging for an outright podium spot at the end of the weekend.
I think they're actually third outright at the moment.
415 Beast making its way. That's Peter Champion, and
Peter's all the way from Townsville.
O'Donnell navigating.
Here's the winning car, running first in the whole race.
Well, they're doing a fantastic job at the moment, but as you say, they've got the easy part because they don't have to face any of that.
Yep,
dust.
That's right. The number 1 car runs dust-free all day.
And the Pickering outfit, I think they'd both be happy with the way the Mitsubishi's performed this weekend.
Yeah, they'll be running up in the top 10.
The 701 car doing a great job. Look at Owen working hard as they make their way down towards the checkered flag. Now, we'll wait till it becomes official, but I'd suggest to you that you're looking at your outright winners about to cross the line and take the checkered flag. Glenn Owen and Dion Beattie come across the line now. Checkered flag is waving, and they should be your victors. Congratulations, guys. It looks like it's going to be a pretty tight one, but you might just get there, Glenn.
No, we had a good run home. It was fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah. What was it like out on that stage?
Yeah, really good. We sort of just took a fairly conservative again, got it home. But yeah, Shannon wouldn't give up. We pushed pretty hard, but not too hard.
Yeah, Dion, he was pushing very hard, wasn't he? I thought at one stage he'd bridged the gap there too.
Yeah, he caught up. We kept an eye on the paddocks. We could look back and see where he was, but just be careful on the rocks. We didn't want to do any damage or tyres, so we just had to get home.
What's it mean for the win for you personally?
This is my first outright win with Glenn, and I'm absolutely over the moon.
Glenn?
Yeah, it's been good. And this place has been good to us, Griffith. This is our 3rd outright win here, so yeah, love the place.
Second outright is the Class 1 car of Shannon and Ian Wrench, the father and son combination. Well, that was a gutsy drive. You made some pretty big time up there about halfway through that last sector.
Yeah, it was good. We caught up to Glenn there, but we're in his dust, so we couldn't do much about that.
Yeah. Difficult?
Yeah, it was very difficult through the rocky sections. You had to be careful you didn't get a puncher.
But you have had fun out there?
Yeah, it was great. Griffith Club, they always try something different, and it was a great weekend.
What about you? You happy with the boy?
Yeah, unreal. Yeah, good.
Well, you'd think after nearly 500 kilometres there'd be a massive gap, but this is the battle for 3rd outright. Can you believe it? It's David Simpson tattling the hometown favourite of Shannon Irvine. Can he do it? Irvine trying to find a way past, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's the Simpsons in for 3rd. Well done, David. A great result, but a hell of a battle coming to the checkered flag.
Yeah, so it's been a great race, but yeah, we were struggling from about the last 15 k's out. It was starting to get hot, and I don't know what's going on, but there's something not quite right back there.
Plenty of steam blowing out the back, but you got to the line. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, we finished now, so yeah, we start again, but that's good. We're pretty happy.
So close to a podium, Shannon, and you're really giving it some coming into the complex.
Yeah, just trying to catch the blokes in front of me, but yeah, didn't quite do it.
How close were you to them out the back there?
Oh no, there's a fair gap. We only sort of caught them back in here.
How did your final stint go?
Yeah, really good. We were a bit all over the shop in a lot of places, but no, we got it back here in one piece. That's the main thing.
Now, how's your throat? Is there much dust in it?
No, it's good. Right. It'll get washed out well tonight.
First home in Class 4 was Brett Milton and Katie Sivia.
I guess we didn't have the horsepower of our competitors, and we were behind the 8 ball there for a while. We just persisted, and they had flat tyres, we didn't. So we've got to thank Bert Goodrich, I guess, for the win, really. They had the speed on us, but we had the durability, so I guess that's racing.
What about you, Katie? You must be happy continuing the family tradition with a class win?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. 2 flat tyres over the weekend have caused Greg Gardner and Jamie Jennings to go back to 2nd in Class 4, but that was good enough to be 7th outright. Well, I believe you've got your pit stops down to about 10 seconds now in the tyre change department.
Oh, we could wish, but no, we did get that one a little bit quicker that time, so which wasn't too bad.
Plenty of work out there. What was it like?
Look, it was. We had a really good run home. We were doing pretty well, we thought, and we're going up the pretty fast straight. Next minute, bang, and the left back rear tyre blew. Second one for the day, so yeah, not real good.
It was an outstanding run by Jeffrey Pickering and Glenn Watson to finish well inside the top 10 and winners in Class 7. Oh, Jeffrey, congratulations, a class win for the Mitsubishi.
Thank you. Yeah, good win. Very happy.
How's your weekend gone so far? Take us through.
Sensational. Yeah, no problems at all. Just a faultless run for the whole weekend. Been brilliant, actually. This is a stock standard Pajero, so to bring it in 8th outright is a real thrill for us. Yeah, we're very, very happy.
Our Class 3 winners were the 371 machine of Peter and Sam Barnes, doing a fantastic job over the course. Des Harrington and Bryce Harrington, they took out the honours in Class 8. And in the single buggies, it was Trevor Copeland who took honours for Class 9. But the finish of the weekend had to be the 415 machine of Champion and O'Donnell.
Now that's what you call a big finish.
Oh no! Did you get it?
Well, 10 out of 10 for style on that finish.
Well, my pit crew have... I've been bagging the car ever since it was built new. Couldn't work out whether it was Class 5 or Class 4. They said they stuck us in Class 4, which is really Class 5, and we had to chop too many panels out of it to make it qualify for Class 4. So anyway, now we can start chopping. But they said they wanted a stylish finish. How's that?
That's pretty good. I don't know what to say. What was that ride like?
Right, it was my first race as a navigator actually finishing, and unforgettable finish, I think.
First rollover?
First rollover too. It's been a debut for many things, I think.
Good on you guys.
Ben is actually my pilot. We fly around, so he pulls a few negative pluses and negative G's on me, so I just wondered how I compare with that one for him. But
well, there it is, all the action of the Griffith 500 for 2004. On behalf of Jan and Les Sivia, the Mayor and all the council people here in Griffith, thanks very much for your company. We'll look forward to seeing you in 2005 when we get it all off-road again.